Hey guys, how's it going? I'm here in Hanoi. Welcome back to the channel if you're subscribed, and well, welcome if you're not. I'm here at the Temple of Literature. I'm not totally sure what's here, to be honest, but it looks pretty cool. Like a lot of good photos and stuff. By the way, the Hanoi airport is really far from Hanoi. When I was landing, I was thinking, wow, I'm in the middle of like rice fields right now, and it took like an hour to get here. Luckily, there is an express bus, the express bus 86. You pay 45,000. It waits by both of the terminals, and yeah, it's about the same amount of time as the Grab, but like 4 to 7 times cheaper. You know, you can pay as little as 150, as much as 500 for a Grab taxi or something. So yeah, don't want to do that. Just take the bus for 45,000. Super easy. Anyway, let's get in there. And here is ticket stand. The tickets are just 30,000 and a little bit more if you want the audio guide. Okay, so from what I've learned so far, guys, is this is like a scholarly place from a long time ago. There used to be high-ranking Mandarin officials here, and like this center path that I'm taking was only used for the highest-ranking people, and then the two on the sides were for students and commoners. Well, you can see a bunch of people are here in the Aoya. Hanoi is certainly a modern city built within an old one, or built around an old one. It's pretty interesting vibe. It's still definitely a capital city. You can feel is so crowded and busy and noisy and dirty and all that kind of stuff. Not like Da Nang, but it does have a certain charm, and I see why people do like it here. Okay, well now I feel like I'm back in Korea for a second. Back at Gyeongbokgung Palace. Okay, we're going into the High Sanctuary now, guys. Oh, and in here we have an actual gold-plated ceramic tortoise. This thing looks like it was made. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Well, I think they're testing the limits of the term bonsai here. This is pretty massive, but it's a pretty cool little bonsai plant. And here we've got, it looks like a little history section over here. So this place is talking mainly about the education system and scholars and the learning system in Vietnam. It's too much for me to show you guys everything, so I'm just going to show you a little bit. This is pretty crazy. The students were actually like, if they were mean to the teachers or drank too much or something, they'd be expelled. They'd be hit with the lash, or forbidden to attend examinations, and they can't get jobs and all this stuff. So like their life is over after that. So they're pretty serious about it. And a note about what I said earlier, Mandarins is not Mandarin Chinese, is that's the title of the Mandarin, or a Mandarin in Vietnam. It's a very high title. I didn't know that. These are some of the scholarly robes, materials that they would have. There were also 4 schools. One was, I think, literary. One was about scientific dissertations. One was about poetry, and one was about proclamations, or like giving royal speeches. So there were these different kinds of like majors or schools of learning. Also, officially the religion was Buddhism. However, in practice, people generally practiced Confucianism with some different characteristics having to do with agriculture and social society, etc. There were also several prominent scholars and changing of the capital. You know, they at one point designed it as Hue for one of the more ancient capitals, and they moved it to Hanoi. You know, in Vietnam, the capital changed a lot. Actually, this part is really cool, guys. You've got these brushes, you dip it in the water, and then you can draw the characters. So you can see we've got the Chinese there, and then you can just write it with this, and then it disappears. Super cool. And right through either side, guys, you'll reach the exit and the toilet. You head this way and you'll find your way out. Well, overall, I would say if you're interested in the Vietnamese education system, ancient scholars, and if you really want to try your hand at writing Chinese with a calligraphy brush, which was pretty cool, then it's definitely worth it. You know, I think it took me about 30 minutes to get through here taking a video, so it's very cheap, but it's also pretty small, pretty quick attraction. Anyway, I'm gonna head off now to the Vietnam Fine Arts Museum. Okay, we've arrived at the Fine Arts Museum. This is what the entrance looks like. Right here. So you walk on in, and then there's the ticket booth. Okay, I got my ticket, and that indeed is the entrance. Okay, and we're in, and it is dusty in here, but there's some really cool looking pottery and stuff. Not the kind of thing I would expect in a Vietnamese art museum. It's more like an archaeology museum. Okay, and we're in the next section. Let's see, the Lee Dynasty. So this place is pretty interesting, guys. It has influences and motifs from all over Vietnam and Southeast Asia. There's dragons and phoenixes here. We have the chrysanthemum and the snake dragon. We have tigers. Over here we have more Cambodian style as well as here. Of course, we have the Chinese-inspired bells and things that you might see at Angkor Wat, or like this is the Champa statue. Have something we might see in Indonesia. Some dragon-inspired doors looking pretty epic there. Tigers, the Garuda Wisnu right there. Chinese and Vietnamese style pagodas. These things definitely I saw in Indonesia. And even this, I mean, this looks like it's from Greece. So I'm not sure where they got that style from. That's pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next sections. Oh. It's like stepping into a completely different museum now. This is really incredible. And guys, I want to point out, this place has air conditioning. So if you're here in the afternoon, you're going to be refreshed. I have to say, guys, that this part of the museum is incredible. Look at that. This is lacquered wood. So you have the base, and then you have the creature or whatever holding up the two people. That's then holding up the base of this, going up to there. I've not seen this deity many times before, and with the gold up there. Oh, it's really very cool. You can see this even better on this other display here. And there's a dragon coming out of the raging sea to lift up this deity. And then behind him are these like 1,000 hands. It's so incredible. Not to mention this beautiful reclining Buddha, which is also in the lacquered wood. I mean, the colors are just really, really fantastic. Okay guys, so in this other room, you'll find many iterations of the Buddha and other monks. And then in here, you'll find a few more different stages of his, Buddha-ness. And then you've got these really incredible paintings here that are etched on paper. They're really colorful, and some of the portraits in this room really captured the essence of the person, you know? This is some more lacquered stuff. This one really struck me a lot. It's really bad with the lighting behind me, but hopefully you guys can see some of the detail, especially this guy's face. And then going over here, this is the teacher of the Crown Prince. And I mean, look at the detail here, guys. I mean, I don't know how well you can see it in here because of all the lights, but wow, is this an incredible painting. In addition, they've got this incredible wall here with the art and these, I'm not even sure what to call this, but it's like a kind of contemporary portrait of them in the river. I mean, it's really, really well done, and such beautiful paintings of women here on this side of the wall. Really blowing away my expectations here. You guys definitely need to make this a stop on your trip to Hanoi. Okay guys, and now, as you may have noticed, we skipped quite a few sections. You know, this is a really big place, but there was a bunch of other art that was just about the war and things that I think you'll see all over Vietnam. So I just want to show you guys the most interesting things that I can find. Anyway, these are some more soft, literally silk kinds of portraits and paintings. Wow, this one is really well done. As you can see, this is not so contrasted as the lacquer paintings and carvings downstairs, but still really incredible. Actually, this is, you know, a war painting, but I think they did it in a way that makes it look almost beautiful. Very friendly looking guy smoking a cigarette. Don't smoke, kids. This is incredible. This is oil on canvas. It really looks like the guy is here. Wow. And I guess it's supposed to be in Muine or something. See a video here. Wow, what another incredible oil on canvas painting. Wow, I've really got to hand it to the artists here. They are really top notch. Okay guys, and that's it for the museum. Wow, that was a super awesome art museum. Way better than I expected.